Peace, Israel, and Yah bless. Now, I've just finished the lesson, Yah's Temple, God's House, the part 3 version of that. And we covered a lot of verses through the book of Ezekiel. What I missed out on that I really wanted to cover that I felt is important pertains to the stranger. So I'm taking a few minutes to cover that specific part, okay? Because it is important. And those of the nations, the heathen, those who are not of the house of Israel, they are not to lose faith. And all of my messages are specifically to the house of Israel. That is why when I come and I start the lessons, I always address Israel. Now, however, not to be forgotten is the stranger that is of a contrite spirit. The stranger that will take a hold of the Most High's covenant, his laws, and do them. Okay, so you are not to be forgotten. There is a place for you, irregardless of what you may hear from those of the house of Israel that are screaming on street corners that you cannot be accepted, etc. Now, do understand, for your wickedness you must pay. Let's make that clear. However, there is a place for those of a contrite spirit. And if the Most High makes plain that there is a place for the heathen that are of a contrite spirit, there's no man breathing that can say otherwise and teach otherwise. No one trumps the words of the Most High. So let's cover that pertaining to the stranger. That way the stranger may also have hope and be of good courage. Now, we are in Ezekiel chapter 47. Ezekiel chapter 47, and we will start off with verse 21. We'll read verse 21 through 23. And verse 21 reads of Ezekiel chapter 47. So shall you divide this land unto you according to the tribes of Israel. Verse 22. And it shall come to pass that ye shall divide it by lot for an inheritance unto you, and to the strangers that sojourn among you, which shall beget children among you, and they shall be unto you as born in the country among the children of Israel. They shall have inheritance with you among the tribes of Israel. Verse 23. And it shall come to pass that in what tribe the stranger sojourneth, there shall he give him his inheritance. There shall ye give him his inheritance, saith Yah. So whatever tribe we are in, the stranger that sojourn with us, he shall be given inheritance in the land in the midst of us. Now keep this in mind. For us to get into this land, for this third temple to be established, anyone that's in that city is those who are righteous. It is those who have turned away from wickedness and those who have turned to the Most High's law. So, understand that there will be those of the heathen who will do this and live. And there will be those of Israel who will not do this and die. Okay, so what we ought to do, as you've heard in the video, the great separation, the great divide, at the end of all of this, as we return the way things were at the first, in the days of old, those who are righteous, irregardless of their nation, will be spared. And those who are unrighteous, irregardless of their nation, they will be killed. So an unrighteous Israelite does not get a pass. However, those who are righteous and are of a contrite spirit that will turn to the Most High with their whole heart and their whole soul, they will be able to prolong their days. Okay, so this message is specifically to those of the nations who have heard on these street corners these vile Israelites yelling, calling you names, telling you that you're going to die, etc. Do understand you will pay for what you have done. However, those of the contrite spirit will be spared, And those that have taken a hold of the Most High's covenant and are lucky enough, blessed enough to be in the land, to sojourn in the midst of the Most High's people, you have a possession in the land. And so all hope is not lost, and you are not to be discouraged. Once again, thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. Peace, Israel, and peace to all the heathen who will take a hold of the Most High's law and do them. Peace.